continues to show who she really is, you know, like Pink Book says she's a comedian like anybody and raunchy and classless behavior, which further puts a attack black men as if we can't say nothing and we can't speak, like we don't have a right to speak. And that's what happens when you've been made to believe that you are the leaders and that you run us. And I don't know how many times I got to say this, you don't run shit. But you know, Megan Thee did what she always do, just show, you know, whorish behavior, twerking, and the funny thing is a lot of people got up and left by the time Kamala came and spoke. Because I think what you're starting to see, yeah, she raised money, but at the end of the day, you're starting to see that people are taking a disinterest in her. And I'm glad to see that a lot of people are calling it what it is. It's a scam. I'm just glad to see it. You know, I'm just enjoying the situation because, like I said, Kamala is not the person. She's not fit to be president, and she's not for us. She's not for black people. She is for everybody. When people say they're going to help everybody as a whole, that means they're going to help everybody except black people. They want to include us when it comes to helping them get elected, but exclude us when it comes to doing anything. All this stuff about generational wealth and making sure everybody has health care and everything. She's already pandered and catered to, you know, the Skittles community. She's catered to the Asian community. Why is it when black people ask for something that specifically benefits them, all of a sudden they need to do research, they freeze, pause, they start loosening their ties, and this is what black people get, and this is why you shouldn't trust black politicians, because black politicians fooled a lot of people in believing that, you know, as far as minorities go, we all in the same boat, and we're not. And they made it uncool to basically ask for stuff that strictly benefits blacks, where they tried to put us all in one category. Like I said before, we're not all in one category. We all have different needs. I'm gonna say this again. I don't give a damn what the Hispanics need. I don't give a damn about what other non-black um people think or minorities think. They're not our problem. They're not our concern. And that's just the bottom line. And it just need to be said. I'm just one of them dudes that's not afraid to say this stuff. Because we got to stop being ashamed to say stuff and act for stuff that strictly benefits black people. But every 4 years, these people come here with the lip service, the scare tactics, the threat. And the thing is, they don't even know how to ask us. Why don't you dim and dummies ask us nicely to vote Democrat? You demand that we vote, but when it comes to the other groups, we need our Asian brothers, our Hispanic brothers and sisters to stick together and vote Democrat and get the Democrats in office who does nothing. They didn't control Congress for most of the time, controlled the House, and they've done nothing. And then when we sit up there and ask them for stuff, once again, they draw a blank. So I'm just keeping it a buck. The hell with them. So, you know, I'm just keeping it a buck. And it just need to be said. I'm the dude. I'm the dude to say it. Why should we be concerned about everybody else except us? All we get is lip services and empty promises. Not going for it this time. I'm real with mines. Everybody else benefits except us. But then they need us the most. They need our vote the most to get elected, but then they don't want to do nothing for us. But everybody gets you know what I'm saying? They pass us up for everybody. They always draw a blank when we want something. It's been 4 years since what happened to George Floyd, and the George Floyd bill officially hasn't been passed into law, hasn't went before Congress, but they rushed and passed bills that protect the agents. Kamala Harris ain't gonna do nothing for you. She's not going to do nothing for blacks. She's not going to do nothing for black people. She not going to do nothing for black women. You know why? Because she isn't a black woman. But y'all sitting up here parading her around like she's a black woman. But I'm going to further come with the receipts that Kamala Harris is not black. And she shouldn't be, she shouldn't be called black under no circumstances. I'm going to say this again. I'm not worried about you black feminazis being mad. You can kiss my ass twice. These things just gotta be said. We sit up here always worrying about everybody else. Oh, well, you know, us black people, we can't have something unless this group of people. Nope. But you don't hear them saying that. You didn't hear the Asians say, well, you know, I'm glad that they passed something that protects the Asians. But, you know, black people, you don't see them throw that olive branch towards us. You don't see them throw us a bone. Black people love throwing other people bones. And the funny thing is, black people like throwing people bones with some meat on it. And if somebody do throw black people a bone, it'll be a bone that's already been broken and chewed up. But just seeing Megan Thee Stallion up there, I was just like, wow. It just further shows that Kamala Harris has no real ties to the black community. And then you got these fake ass, boot licking, butter biscuit eating Negroes, watermelon men and women, and Aunt Sally's sitting up here basically trying to finesse black people into support a non-black person, and then questioning your blackness if you don't support a non-black person. Makes sense though. It's almost like these rappers that sit up here like Busta Rhymes and other people that sit up here and say Eminem, oh, I don't think I'm as good as Eminem. Oh, I don't think nobody can mess with Eminem. Well, that's your opinion, not mine. And I say this, I don't think, this is just real talk. As a black man, I would never say somebody can do something better than me that is of another race. Sorry, not going to do it. Those words won't ever come out of my mouth. It's okay to respect other cultures. It's okay to respect other things that's part of people's culture. But to sit up there and say somebody do something better than you, that's part of the community, art form that we created, like, stop it. And I'm going to say this once again. If it wasn't for black artists, you wouldn't have your precious Eminem. Eminem was inspired by black artists. But, you know, that's how black people is. I've been saying this for the longest. It's easy to infiltrate the black community. We are too moved by simple stuff. I told you, I'm not moved. I'm long past that point where I'm moved by somebody that know all the lines from Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society and all that, Straight Out of Brooklyn and all that kind of stuff. I'm not moved by that. Doesn't impress me. Don't impress me if, you know, you bought a Curtis Mayfield album, if you got the original print of Superfly. I'm not impressed. Doesn't impress me if you own a copy of Songs and the Keys to Life by Stevie Wonder or Off the Wall by Michael Jackson, because I don't care. So there you have it. But I'm just saying we should not trust Kamala Harris. And once again, this shows you all you need to know about her. She is so out of touch with black people. At the end of the day, she has to be prepped to do this kind of stuff, and she doesn't understand it. She doesn't understand anything about the black community. You could just tell. The only thing she understands about black people is how important it was to lock them up and to railroad them. That's the only thing that she understood is, you know, when she was a attorney general and she was a prosecutor, is how to get them in jail. Everybody knows Kamala went hard in the paint when it came to locking up black people or keeping him in jail. All you got to do is look at the man that was on death row. She did things that should have caused her to get disbarred. But then you try to play these games. I just wish y'all would stop it, because it's not working. I've been hip to her. This is the same song and dance that she's doing 4 years later. You know, the last time it was with Cardi B. Probably she gonna have Sexy Red next. Anything raunchy and degrading directed towards black people, that's the route she goes, because that's how less she think of black people. And this is another reason why I keep saying that celebrities should not participate in politics whatsoever, because it's going to rub people the wrong way, whichever route you decide to go, whether you're red or blue. And no, I don't mean Crip or Blood. So just sitting up there watching Megan Thee Stallion, I was just like, wow. And then people think that's good. That's like saying, I mean, come on, man. That's what we're promoting now. That's like a badge of honor. For real. I find it so funny now that black women, some black women, not all, are supporting raunchiness and whorism, when these were the same black women just 50 years ago said we were objectifying it. They accused black artists of doing this, like Luke. They complained about Luke Campbell videos. They complained about Ludacris P-popping. They complained about Nelly's tip drill video, saying that we were objectifying, in particularly black women. But now all of a sudden they're endorsing this stuff. And most of the time that was just a one-time thing. You know, Ludacris made far better material than that song. That wasn't a regular basis. But you had women complaining about that. Oh, we don't like being called the B word. You know, they treat us as we're prostitutes. Now all of a sudden that's condoned now. That's all these female rappers talk about, is selling pussy and finessing niggas and tricking them and all that kind of stuff. So that's the route and direction we came. That's the direction we came to. Really? Why? How? And this is what a lot of other people mean by some of these artists being industry plants. We all know Megan Thee Stallion is an industry plant. A lot of people are saying it about Sexy Red. A lot of people are and a lot of people are saying it about some of these rappers, like the little Uzi Verts and all that kind of stuff, because they're here to promote certain type of things and images and try to sell that to the black community. Like with some of these artists now, they're trying to sell feminism to black men. They're trying to straight shame black men now. That's why you start to see a lot of these goofball ass artists coming to these red carpet events wearing skirts and shit. But you don't see none of the white artists doing this stuff. Now, every once in a while, when they say, hey, man, people are black people are getting irritated about this. Black men are getting irritated. Black women are getting irritated. So what they'll do is every once in a while, they'll send a white one out there so they could be like, see, this isn't directed towards black people as a whole. Listen, we don't fall for that. Listen, the smoke screen stuff doesn't work. Okay, because here's the thing. You know how I get rid of smoke screens? I got a blower. And I just blow the smoke away and blow in between the smoke. Because that's what I do. So, but I needed to put that out there. Anyway, this your boy Town. I'm out.